Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I brought my kitty in here because we're doing a Tiger Queen inspired makeup look. Like I said, this is a Tiger King inspired look. That was my persona, the Jessie Exotica. I just wanted to come on here and talk about Tiger King. I hope you guys think it's cute. I hope you think it's fun. I am gonna spoil a lot about what goes on in the show, or at least like my opinions about what goes on in the show and some of the characters in it, so highly recommend you watching it before you watch today's video. But don't forget to come back and watch today's video. Highly recommend today's video. So if you guys like the look that I created and you just want to hear me ramble on about Tiger King for about 10 minutes, then keep on watching. So as you guys can see, I got my cat shirt on just for today's video. And of course, I always got the kitty ears on to hold everything back. But I really just want to jump into today's eyes look because as you can see, I've already done my face. I got like some e-girl blush going on and my contour already. And my brows are good to go. And for this Tiger Queen look, the first palette I'm going into is this Boxy Charm and Pure palette. And I'm going into this color right here called Perfect, I think. And I'm just going to use this as my base color. And while we're doing this, I just want to give you guys my opinions on everything that happened in the show. So let's start off with Joe Exotic. I just want to talk about him because he's definitely the main character of the whole show. They put the most emphasis on him for sure and definitely gave the most information about him. He did try to kill Carol Baskin, so I totally understand why they would emphasize him more than anybody else in the show. It did leave me wanting to know more about Doc Antle though. I feel like they need to look into him way more because he definitely seems like a cult leader, but I'll probably get into that later. Forgot to change my earrings out for this special occasion. Since we're going to be talking about murder up in here, I have some skulls and I got a little knife here. So it would be perfect when we talk about Carol Baskin too. Next palette I'm going into is this Morphe X Jeffree Star one, and I'm going into the color Honest Truth. Now just for a little bit more story on Joe and Carol and kind of why I was interested in watching Tiger King in the first place is because I've already seen some crazy shit about Joe in the past. This was a little bit around the time when he was running for president, or maybe he was running for governor by then, I don't really remember. But I remember seeing a video talking about him running for president and him wanting to kill Carol Baskin and all that other stuff. So when I saw that my boy Joe Exotic was back again and now on Netflix, I was like, okay, I have to see this now. Because at first I didn't know. I just saw everyone on Twitter talking about how they love Tiger King and they can't believe this guy. And I was like, okay, I have to stop and look up what this Tiger King is all about and watch it for myself. Saw Joe, saw Carol, and I knew I was going to be in for a wonderful time. So I'm going to just come out here and say it. And by the way, everything I'm saying is alleged. Although he did get tried and he is now serving 22 years in prison for the attempt to murder Carol and all the tiger stuff. Anyways, I definitely think he tried to hire Alan to kill her. Like, there's no fucking way. Why would you give him $3,000? And that like bullshit excuse he was saying, Joe Lowe making you give him $3,000 to work for you better or some shit like that. I don't really remember. It's been like a few days since I watched. I stayed up all night one night watching every single episode, so in a loopy state from not being able to sleep. Next palette I'm going into is Jawbreaker here, and I'm going in with this beautiful orange color called Suck. And I'm darkening up this crease here. He definitely tried to kill her. And why did they try to interview Alan in the bathtub for like a few times? I thought that was really weird. If I was Alan, I would have done the same exact thing. Oh yeah, sure, I'll totally kill Karen for you. Take money and run. He also seems pretty easy to fuck over, especially considering he got his whole zoo pretty much stolen by Joe Lowe. He definitely stole that shit. Like, can you like keep this for me and we just like put it under your name for a little while so it's not taken by Carol Baskin? So this is what my husband says. It's just a show about 3 shitty people doing shitty things and who's the shittiest. And I think he's 100% right about that. So he wasn't too interested in watching after like watching a couple of things, but he doesn't like anybody in that. And honestly, neither do I. But you know you fucking killed your husband, Carol. You know that tiger ate real good that night, or multiple tigers. But you know you killed your husband and fed him to a tiger. Or you had someone that was supposed to like plane ride him off to Costa Rica or wherever the hell it was he wanted to go. You had someone push him off that plane. You did something to him, Carol. I know you did. We coming for you. So one thing Joe Exotic got right is he knew you killed your husband. Everything I say is just for the shits and giggles. Please don't sue me, anybody, please. Like all of her dead husband's daughters said, she definitely is the one that gains the most out of him being dead. She's definitely top on my suspect list for sure. And you could tell that his ex-wife, whew. The next palette I'm going in here is the Thirsty palette, and I'm first going to go into the subtle color here. I'm going to be using it here on my lower lid. Again, I forgot to turn on my lights. What kind of freaking YouTuber am I? I also just want to show off my nails a little bit. I got me some Hollow Taco nail polish finally, and I think they're so freaking gorgeous. These guys are on top of the black. I bought extra, so I got black and I got the super glossy taco, as well as the scattered hollow. So that's the solar with the scattered hollow and the glossy taco. This is a red with a random glitter red with the hollow taco on it, so just in case you were curious about my nails, I'm really excited about my Hollow Taco. It's literally the best nail polish I've ever had. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Can I also talk about her like little hello there, you crazy cats and kittens? That's gonna be your opening to every video. God, I saw so many memes of people being like, this is how I'm gonna greet everyone from now on, or this is how I'm gonna start up, whatever. She's such a dork, 100%. Same palette once again, going into stroke now. Once again, darkening everything up, and on the bottom here as well. Trying not to use as much from the bottom lid, just trying to use whatever's left on the brush for that one. So now I'm going back into the Jawbreaker palette, and I'm getting this beautiful orange color right here called Orange Juice, and that's gonna go all over my top lid. Now let's talk about Doc Antle a little bit. I really wish they would have talked more about him in this series, because maybe he's just more of my interest, because I'm into like occult things, and his like little zoo seems definitely more like occult than anything. And if you've ever heard of anything called the bite system, that's kind of how they determine whether or not something's a cult instead of a religion or not. He probably wouldn't hit enough marks on the bite system to be considered a cult, but he definitely has some things on there that seem very cult-ish. And one of those things is like changing their names. Each and every one of those girls ended up getting their name changed to something else. And usually it's like, for the bite system, it's usually more of like a religious symbolic meaning, but it does like take away part of who you were in the past. You know what I mean? So it's easier to brainwash you into following their ideals. I don't think Doc Antle really is a cult leader, but he could definitely make a good cult leader. You know what I'm saying? Again, everything I'm saying is alleged. None of it's true. Don't sue me, anybody. But just to keep making my point, he did also like have them live in like some really shitty conditions at the beginning. If I'm remembering things correctly, that one girl who got her name changed temporarily to Bala. I can't remember what her original name was, but that's just how I thought of her throughout the whole thing. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she said it was pretty shitty living conditions to be there, so that is definitely a big one for cults, is that they make you live in a really bad situation, a really bad shitty environment, because it makes you more mentally able to be brainwashed, I guess. But I can't believe each one of those bitches he's got right now has their own house. Like, I wish I could have my own separate house away from everybody. Like, me and my husband each have our own house, so if I ever don't want to deal with him, I can just be like, well bitch, I'm gonna go to my house. See ya. And one last time, going into the Thirsty palette, I'm dipping into Drizzle here. I'm gonna use it to blend in like the orangey brown and the orange here, and just kind of mute it just a little bit. And I'm just gonna go this like outer third here as well. I think they need to look into him just a little bit more, in my opinion. He is a risky fella, and he thinks he's untouchable. Like, you could hear it in, like, I think it was like the last episode where they're like, are you afraid they're gonna come after you or some shit like that? And he's like, what? I haven't been fucking around. What are they gonna come after me for? I didn't do anything. But then someone like read off papers between transfer papers between Joe and him, and he gave him like 2 male tigers. So I definitely think he's done some shady shit himself. Let's not lie here, guys. Come on. Now we're grabbing the Mini Breaker palette, and we're gonna dip into the beautiful color here called Slice. And that is is gonna go right here on my inner third on my lower lash line. I'm gonna try to mix it in the middle here so they transition nice. Can I just say something about Joe Exotic's presidential manager or whatever you want to call it? Campaign manager. He's fucking hilarious. He's like, I'm libertarian, so technically fuck the feds. That guy was a fucking laugh and a half, but he speaks my generation so well because I feel like so many people in my generation are libertarians. I just see him out there vaping on the sidewalk with the rest of his buddies with giant beards and just being like, yeah guys, fuck the feds. They won't let me keep my tigers, bro. Fuck those feds. Let's get this guy on this condom to become president. How about it? I'm sorry, but if you're gonna put your face on a condom, I'm more than likely not gonna vote for you if you put your face on a condom. Sorry, Joe. So now we need to highlight the brow bone. I'm gonna go in with this really cute Too Faced diamond light. Yes, we know, Too Faced. You are very, very controversial, but I can't help but say that your packaging is cute as fuck. I haven't tried this yet, so I hope it's what I'm going for, but it kind of seems like the reddy orangey pink tones that I'm trying to go for. So let's just try this guy out. It actually has a really beautiful gold to pink glow to it. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty fucking gorgeous. Yeah, I have to say my brow bones look really fucking good right now. Not gonna lie. Like, they look better to me in person than I can see on the phone. The color of this was called Canary Diamond, by the way. And now I'm gonna go into this Fenty Beauty highlight. You can see how fucking beautiful that gold is. It's the Kilowatt highlighter in Trophy Wife. And I'm just gonna use this to add a little extra sparkle to our look. Right on that brow bone. Little extra gold. Ooh, maybe a little too extra gold right there. I don't know. I feel like the Fenty highlight just adds a lot of extra glitter. So I'm gonna go highlight the rest of my face and put on some eyeliner and mascara, and I'll be back to put on the lips and kind of finish up today's video. As you guys can see, I am back. I did some really pointy, really long eyeliner just to kind of symbolize this, my tiger stripes for today's look. And this is the lipstick we're gonna end off on. It's called Coral Fixation. And the last thought I want to leave everyone on when it comes to this whole Tiger King situation. So you know the guy James Garretson? He was the one with the FBI, and he was kind of undercover telling FBI everything and getting other people involved with them. Why does he get like a cool action shot at the end of the show? Just kind of a thought about that. He's not the main character, Joe Exotic, so not exactly cool enough or like important enough to get a shot like that. But I'm sure he put in like his contract, like, hey, I'm the cool one working for the FBI, so I deserve to get a really, really cool action shot at the end of the movie. Right, guys? Right? So while you guys ponder the meaning of James Garretson's fucking action shot at the end of the show, you can like this video and subscribe to my channel. I also have other social media that I linked down below. I did start a TikTok, guys, so I do have my TikTok name down there. I have a few. It's mostly animal videos right now with like a couple of me doing something weird. I even did the toilet paper roll challenge. It's fun choking on that for like 5 minutes. I hope you guys will give this video a thumbs up. I love you guys and see you in the next one.